This is my ice fishing shelter. You've probably seen it in other videos. It's pretty big. It's like a 6-man. I was putting it together a few weeks ago and a couple of the poles were broken. So the whole thing is based on these hubs here, and this is what the engineering miracle that makes these things so easy to put together. There's no putting anything together, it just pops up. Well, these hubs are based on these poles with pins on the end, and as it turned out, 2 of my poles had one of the pins snapped off. You see there's a pin on this side, there's no pin there. So I emailed the company, and I'm pretty impressed. HT is the name of the company. I'll post information. No questions asked, they just sent me new poles. So there's the poles there with 2 pins on them, and I'm just going to show you how to replace them. It's pretty easy. So these hubs, you just got to take the hub apart. It's easier to replace the poles when the thing is all folded up. If you put it together, it's actually, you can replace them, but it's a lot more difficult. So when it's all folded up like this, you just get a wrench for the end. I've only got 2 hands here, so I'll do that. This little nut comes off of here and it exposes the hub, and that's how you replace the pole. Hold on. So I'm just using a little adjustable wrench here, a little wee tiny one, and that's enough to loosen that until it's hand tight, and then I'll take it off with my fingers. Alright, so there's the nut and a little plate, don't lose them, and basically each of the poles goes down in, and you see there's a spot for the 2 pins, so you can see these guys are in place. 2 pins going this way, 2 pins going that way, so if one pin snaps off, you're in trouble. You basically just poke your pole down through there, and then there's a spot at the other end. You'll see here on the outside the end of the pole. So the pole comes right down from the hub all the way down, and it goes into this little reinforced nylon sleeve. So basically you just put your pole in like this and down in so that the pins fall into place properly, and find the sleeve on the other side, and Bob's your uncle. Alright, so there is the pole going into the sleeve. Nothing difficult about that at all. And then there's going to be like little pieces of Velcro. This is important when you're putting the tent, when you're putting the structure up, basically. But you can see, so they're all in here now, and he's in the little sleeve down there. And all we got to do is put the plate back on and put the nut over it. I think the new poles they sent me are better than the ones that were in there originally. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed that that they just sent me those replacement parts, no questions asked. Didn't ask me how old the shelter was. It's only a year old, but so I'm pretty impressed with them. Anyway, that's basically it. I'll tighten that up, and we're in business.